without the most famous Flash, and I mean the most successful. There is no denying what he has managed to achieve with this character. Across Injustice 1 and now going into Injustice 2 is very much the same thing. And obviously him and his brother competing together the whole time, which does warm my heart. You know, just to see that bond between them. Obviously they compete together, travel together, and they have a lot of success. I mean, I do believe Biohazard is still in this bracket, so I think they're still doing well for themselves.
Yes,
both
because
winners.
a matchup that we're going to be seeing down the line is another winners side top 8 match qualifier, Biohazard versus Happy Pal.
Oh, that's
So
going to be a good one.
that's a Vianality run back right there.
Happy Pal is having the tournament of his life, I swear to God. He is just doing incredibly well.
Scar, Samij, Happy Pal looking A-OK.
Okay, now they've done their button checks, I believe so.
Yes,
it should
they
be a
have.
real match now.
All right, so sorry about the confusion earlier, guys, but we're back in this next match, and it's going to be another winner's side qualifying match, Beast Coast Honeybee, and it's going to be Method Silvereye, who's going to get that top 8 winner's side. So important. Oh, the instant jump in, and the Speed Force used immediately just to establish some mix-ups.
Good blocks from Silvereye though. Lost, to be honest, relatively meager damage in comparison to what it's normally like when Flash manages to get in your face for that long.
I feel like Silvereye is going to be very slippery in this matchup.
I mean, Hellboy is a deceptively mobile character. You wouldn't normally assume, considering the size of him and the fact that he is quite a big body in terms of the game's, I suppose, assumption based on how big he is. But he's so mobile. He's got that kind of Grodd-esque leap, with that low pound, the big damage that comes with it, the projectile and the gunshot. Just a very complete character as Hellboy.
The thing is, you look at a jump in and you see him in the air, every single ounce of your being wants to stand block, which is why the ground pound works so often. Wow, he's out there. I believe that might be the armored mode. That is actually going to do a decent job of shutting down Flash, I think, but he's going to be something punishable. The low doesn't work, and Honeybee is now going to get a full combo into setup. But there's the wake
he's
up.
not, because that's going to be a wake up attack. Silvereye blows straight through.
Wow!
And wow! That's
No
insane.
fear at all. Just a meter burn back 3.
And Honeybee is going to go down. Obviously, we see that the graphics do say Biohazard, but rest assured, this is Honeybee on your screen playing right now.
It would be so weird if Bio randomly just picks the Flash.
Can you imagine? Or the other way around, if Honeybee playing Bane, that'd be quite interesting.
But yeah, of course, this is Honeybee right now, and the armor's going to collide. But in that situation, to be honest, it's still going to be a good trade for Silvereye because he's basically 50% up. Oh. I think he might be able to get opened. Oh, the down 2! But he does drop the combo. That's unfortunate. He might have at least forced out an air escape, but now he's going to be able to get some guaranteed life back. Silvereye's been spending a lot of bar in this game, so that's going to be help that Honeybee's going to get for free. 2 bars spent because he's going to need the other 2 to destroy that health bar that Silvereye's been working on.
Okay, big air to air. Honeybee's going to spend the bar, extend the damage, and most importantly, get Silvereye in the corner. Goes for a setup, but manages to corner himself in the process. And the drone, because Silvereye was so high in the air, the drone went into the air, so it wasn't a problem at all.
Yeah, so many of these floats being very unpredictable. Unpredictable air movement makes it hard for the Flash to down 2. Expecting a button press, but no. Using the plus frames, actually enforcing respect, and he's going to tray up.
Oh,
the
there
patience.
it is.
But he's
I like it.
absorbed it.
Yeah, Honeybee just stayed with that neutral crouch the whole time. Didn't even try and press a button, just going under all of it. Oh, wow. This wacky offense. Silvereye flinging himself all over the place.
My
The
God.
unclashable damage.
My God!
Ooh.
That's going to be game 1. And Silvereye looking good.
Stood up straight into the backhand. Now the question is, we know Honeybee does have access to a pocket Starfire. Does he pull it out?
I don't think yet. I think if it's absolutely disastrous, then perhaps he's going to try and zone out some Hellboy. But right now, he's going to go with the Flash. You know, this guy, I don't want to regurgitate old information, but the Flash God Lord, a name given to Honeybee purely because of his
brand,
legacy.
Dude. Flash
His
God Lord is
legacy with the
brand
Flash.
of Honeybee.
Oh, here we go. Again, I mean, he needs to answer for that wake up, which means if he's going to pressure on wake up, he has to meter burn back 3 or forward 3, which really is going to stunt any potential setup. He's going to have to stop what he's doing and go for that one read. And even then, Silvereye, he takes some damage there, but nowhere near as much as the combo would have done.
Okay, Honeybee's finally built himself a bar, but even without a lot of meter, like the amount of health that Silvereye's already lost, it's quite incredible. But just like I said, that Hellboy does know a thing or two about damage himself. Wonderful footsies, but didn't follow through with the button.
It's because it already dedicated into the leap from that normal. That's the thing. If he knew it was going to connect, no doubt we would have seen a full combo. Another wake-up attack, not scouted out by Honeybee, but the meter burn back 3 before Honeybee's going to work wonders.
Yeah, we are seeing a lot of meter burn back 3s from Honeybee. I wonder if it is just preemptively trying to stop Silvereye from going to that option. I mean, he likes to go for the charge with screen, especially when he's got the bar to extend it to make it safe. All right, now just blowing through it time and time again. Obviously, that advancing punch with Hellboy has a pretty ridiculous range, but most certainly outranges anything that the Flash can press. So it's almost like doing it in footsies just to preemptively beat the button that will give him problems.
just getting mixed for days, and that's going to be a Flash round. The second you're back to the wall against Flash, it doesn't matter who you are, your lifeline really is on borrowed time, isn't it?
Okay, so now Silvereye is going to play a select. Do we see him go for a stage change? I will say, we're seeing a lot of stage changes today, and I'm assuming it mainly is for the stage. I mean, players, we are reaching a point in this game's life that, I mean, there's no getting around it. Interactables and using the environment is a huge part of Injustice 2. You need to understand how every interactable works. What is it on block? Which ones are unblockable? What do gadget characters do? What do power characters do? And generally speaking, they do give you a lot of help in a lot of matchups. So players find themselves favoring a lot of stages. Like, for example, there are players like Bio, like Gur, that have this immense interactable knowledge that a year into a game's life, every player should be having that level of knowledge, really. If you're playing at the highest level.
Now, the change to Batman, the original character that Silvereye was really known for, we're going to see if it's actually going to work out. Because I think he's going to try and play more of a footsie game. Hellboy, I think Hellboy and Batman have somewhat of a similar neutral in that they're very mobile, but obviously...
But it's very different kinds of mobility,
yeah,
for sure.
Background, I think Batman's mix-ups mainly come from Vortex. They come from these on-hit setups that can loop, whereas Hellboy is just kind of mayhem at all times.
Okay, but there's the interactable using invincibility. Honeybee throwing himself into the corner. Oh wow, that was such a comic book clash in the air.
All right, Vortex, good block, staying in front, staggers the standing one into a grab. Push block into Trakel, establishing some of that real estate.
Oh, the ground pound. Yeah, the Sonic Pound, and that's going to be the health bar deleted. The Flash will chew up that damage. Wasn't even half done with that combo and was still enough to kill.
Okay, here comes Honeybee. We have to pay attention to the fact that he's in the corner. That's a horrific situation to be in, especially against the Flash, where he gets the highest potential damage in the game, and that's because of the corner.
Oh, I love that knowledge. The knowledge. Of course, he's played this matchup once or twice. He's been playing the Flash for like what, 4 years?
Yep. If Batman back 2-3s, I'm pretty sure in the corner that Sonic Pound is a guaranteed punish.
Oh, wakes up with the Sonic Pound. Honeybee determined to keep it his turn. He wants Silvereye playing his game. And there's the infamous Impera that all Batman players get. And unfortunately, Silvereye's on the receiving end. He can't air tech because he's in the Flash trait. And Honeybee actually dropping the combo completely. That's unfortunate.
That was, I mean, I can't remember the last time I saw Honeybee drop that combo, but it has actually given Silvereye a lifeline.
Yes, indeed. The question is, what can he do with it? Ooh. Evidently quite a lot, as he has Honeybee still cornered, takes a nice chunk of life away. Oh, but that down two, nothing gets past the Flash, God Lord. And the down two is the threat.
Uh-oh. Speed Force, instant jump in, and that's going to be the game for sure. He's not going to build a bar before he has a chance to break, and there we go. I mean, break, obviously, air escape.
I think there's definitely there's no denying the fact that I think out of all the Flash players out there, Honeybee definitely has the most crisp execution. And that is such an important thing for a character like the Flash, that combos are his thing. You need to be able to get the mix-ups, you need to be able to use the running man stuff. I think, for example, a player like Happy Power is a bit more focused around the running man shenanigans and the cancels, whereas Honeybee is just straight up setup, mix, and clean execution on combos, which evidently works very well for him.
I think Silvereye looks more comfortable in this matchup, at least against Honeybee now with Hellboy. The thing is, Honeybee, he's getting going. He's going to get a good, at least almost 50% right there, and that's another conversion, but just going for the restand pressure.
Good blocks from Silvereye, but look, he's already taken so much life down. I've got to say, that Flash uppercut, that Flash down too, so fast and such a good hitbox on it. Seems to be a great answer to some of these leaps that Silvereye is trying to go for on block. Oh, the interactable.
That kind of looked like some tech attempt there, where Honeybee kind of just did the down 1-2 into the shake. Probably an attempt to go through the meter burn wake up, which obviously is a really, really dangerous option for Hellboy. Oh, point blank gunshot.
You know, it's that time that Silvereye went for the leap again on Oki, but this time decided to cast out.
Oh my God,
wonderful anti-air. This is going to hurt big time. Hellboy, if he gets that anti-air grab, does a considerable amount of damage. Oh, wow. A reversal throw. He's going to run straight in his face.
Oh, the meaty, straight up meaty.
That was like a very slow-paced shimmy. You know, that slight walk back, slight walk in. I do believe that Honeybee tried to take the throw at the time. That down two again. You cannot keep yourself in the sky above a Flash player when down two is a problem. And Honeybee is now on match point already to move to win the side top 8. If he can take this life bar of Silvereye. All the setup.
Still trying to punish those lightning kicks. Even with the Speed Force active, it's going to be good. No clash used. I think if Honeybee's opened up now,
oh my God.
Keeping things unclashable. Individual hits. Grab
Okay,
attempt, I like it. We've got to look at the bar though. Silvereye has very little resources left, and Flash with 4 bars can absolutely delete you. And he cancelled it.
Yeah, 10-3 back here. I just don't think he expected Silvereye to press the button. Okay, this could be an opportunity. He does have the meter advantage, so Silver Eye can't really afford to clash. He's going to spend a bar. Now they're even. But he hasn't got the chance. Meter burn, leap, just get out, and he's got
The resurrect.
the blessing. The resurrect blessing. If he takes the damage here.
Oh my God,
Wait,
meter
is that
burn.
going to do it? Oh, no.
My God, he gets the ground pound! That is absolute insanity that he was able to pull that one off. RIP headphone users, I'm so sorry, but my God, that was close.
But that's exactly what you expect to see from Silver Eye, right? He's been playing Hellboy from basically the day he came out. He really was one of the premier, I suppose, co-founders, you know, the founding fathers of the Hellboy meta game. You know,
I mean, Silver Eye was one of the very first Hellboy players. The second he came out, he was all over
Yep,
it.
100%. But still has to clutch through. That was a wonderful situation. Honeybee was in a good position to really take that one, but Silver Eye just did not let it happen. And there's a big whiff.
Going in for the restand attempt. I respect it. Taking the minus frame for the lightning kicks and taking the grab instead.
That's not the first time that Honeybee has opted to go for one of those funky trait restands, but every time he does, Silver Eye is ready to block. And not only that, he tends to punish too, because it tends to end in the lightning kick.
Now, Silver Eye's footsies are immaculate so far. He's not letting Honeybee whiff anything. Oh my God, he took so much damage to try and deal with that jump in. Staggers.
It's patient Honeybee, but
Challenging.
let's go block that time. Air tech.
He actually tried to jump in to chase down the air tech,
Yeah,
and he still
definitely
couldn't
seemed
chase
like
it down. What a read! Oh my God!
I mean, what
matchup knowledge.
What else you do when you're having a nice, good old-fashioned fist fight? Just pull out.
Oh my
pull out a
God, that
revolver.
was in slow motion. Silver Eye is on match point. If he wins this round, he is going to top 8 winner's side.
That's such a Hellboy thing to do, right? When you just had enough of the fist fight, so you just pull out a gun.
I mean, so many air techs are being used.
Wow.
The forward 3,
Wow.
the back 3. Huge damage incoming.
Okay, this is going to do a nice chunk of damage. We're going to go to a fresh stage, so interactables galore. The Silver Eye having a massive life lead now. Oh, there's the whiff. The whiff punish of his own.
That looked like a bait to me.
Yeah, he whiffed the single button, so Honeybee went for the back 3, and then when the back 3 obviously didn't reach because Honeybee expected the full string, then he completes the string. That was a masterful footsies from Silver Eye.
Oh, he tried to do it again, but a little bit too close. Gonna have to hold these mix-ups. He's been guessing so on the money for those 50-50s.
Oh, there we go, blocks the low. That's going to be the health bar gone. Now, the thing is, Silver Eye is still very much in the lead, but this is the flash, and he just got his straight back.
It is, but I'm looking at the clash. I'm looking at the fact that he's got the clash available now. Here's the Speed Force, but he's armored. What an answer for the Speed Force. No opening up here, sir. Oh my God.
Wow, that's a big deal. Now he's got another bar to extend.
Oh, that hurt so good. Honeybee's in big trouble. He whiffs down 2 for the head. Goes for the grab tech. Oh, the ground pound connects. Method, Silver Eye takes the victory against Honeybee, and he is going to be the second player in top 8 winners.
And that was such a perfect way to end the set as well. Honeybee was able to anti-air the leap over and over and over again. And what is the play that wins Silver Eye the set? He goes for the leap in a situation that down 2 is going to beat it, and he cancels it. He feints it back and then gets the whiff punish with the ground pound. That was wonderfully played by Silver Eye. Obviously, commiserations to Honeybee, seeing him down in the loser's bracket where I have no doubt he will continue to do well, but obviously it's going to be just as hard for him as it is everyone else down there. The Silver Eye moving on to that winner's side top 8. You know he's happy about that.
Going to show why Hellboy is a dangerous character in this
I mean,
game.
he's been putting in the grind, you know. I actually think...
Why did he bother with Batman?
Yeah, I mean, a big talking point about, you know, the match you're about to see. Obviously, Tweedy is one of the players that has, you know, racked up some of the most amount of online games, you know, played as Tweedy. But Silver Eye is right up there as well. Silver Eye is streaming this game all the time. You know, he's dedicated to it, and that grind pays off in the form of a winner's side top 8 placement at the most prestigious Injustice event of the year so far.
Well, I think Silver Eye might have gained himself a few more Twitch followers with that one.
Hey man, if you want to see how to play Hellboy like that, watch this man on Twitch. I can't remember what his Twitch handle is off the top of my head. I'm sure Google will find it for you. Don't worry.
Now, let's waste no time and go into our next matchup. It's going to be Nyx versus Tweedy.
Now, these are 2 players that have had a cracker of a tournament so far. You know, especially with Nyx, we saw him defeat Sonic Fox in the winner's side. You know, with that dark side still sticking true to dark side.
The thing is, I'd spoken to Nyx earlier in this tournament before the stream began, and I said to him, he said, well, I was talking to him and said, how's your path looking? He said, I've got to fight Fox. And I said, how do you feel about this? And he said, the thing is, I'm not worried about it. I'm not scared of this guy. And his philosophy was that whenever people fight Sonic Fox, they feel like people play bad against him. You know, they worry about things, they don't play their best, they drop all their combos, they don't go with their dirty setups, and Fox gets away with things. That's kind of like his philosophy about fighting him. He said, when I fight Fox, I'm going to just pretend that he's no one. You know, I'm not going to pay attention to who this guy is. I'm going to play the game I know I can play, and we'll see how we do. And lo and behold, he's been able to move on in winners. You know, attitude is so important.
I mean, that is a very interesting attitude to have, but clearly an effective one, because here he is. He won the match when they did meet in tournament. He did exactly what he said he'd do, and his strategy paid off. But interesting enough, Tweedy going in with Superman. Okay.
This is a canon matchup if I've ever seen one.
Of course. That's going to be that first hit, going to that trip guard down one. Now Nyx, you know he wants this top 8. Nyx has his fair share of already quite impressive accomplishments in Injustice 2, but you know he wants to add Combo Breaker top 8 winner side to that. But so does Tweedy. Tweedy is out to prove himself big time in this tournament. He managed to get so far now.
I think he's able to defeat Nyx. That's going to be a great way to start, but what a phenomenal Darkseid start for Nyx. I mean, Nyx is the premier Darkseid player.
But already getting a lot of mileage out of the background bounce. You know, Darkseid's combo potential tends to be relatively limited to his relatively, I want to say obvious openers, but you know, you've got your back threes, your meter burn stomps, your overhead, but that's about it when it comes to getting combos with Nyx, aside from like, you know, strange setups of the trait. But that background bounce has already been put to great use.
I really feel like Darkseid, one of those characters that is built entirely on his special moves. He hasn't really got buttons, you know? He has them, but they're not very good. So the fact that Nyx is able to play this game entirely based around special moves alone goes to show how comfortable he is with this character in particular. There's a background bounce, nice little bit of damage extension. Tweedy, plenty of work left to go. That's the issue.
Delicious combo coming out from Tweedy, but the back 3 connects hard, and Tweedy's already used his... Wow, I love the delay. I love the delay on the meter burn there from Nyx. That's the character knowledge.
If there is one person that is not afraid to use bar on reversals or armor, it's gonna be Nyx.
That wasn't even an armored back 3.
Was it not?
No, it was normal.
I thought it was armored. Oh,
I mean, because under no circumstances traditionally would it not be meter burn. But there we go.
Little minion, thank you very much.
Minion lock strings, my friend.
My minions. Game number 1 goes to Nyx.
A solid game. Now, this is the question. What does Tweedy do? Does he stick with Superman?
No, he is. He's going for the rematch.
I mean, Tweedy plays a bunch of characters, right? He's got Superman, Dr. Fate, and Starfire. They're kind of the 3 we expect, right? They're his holy trinity of characters. And it must be matchup dependent. You know, Tweedy is that kind of player that he's going to have game sets in his mind of, you know, a game plan to go with certain characters when he picks them. And this must be a Superman matchup for him.
I mean, he mentioned he was going to go almost entirely Dr. Fate with a little bit of Starfire. I don't see him mentioning Superman anywhere.
No, he didn't.
Like a spur-of-the-moment decision,
You don't play as much Superman as Tweedy has played from launch now. I mean, I guess even Beta, if we're counting that. And not understand how to play Superman, or you don't exactly forget how to play him, you know what I'm saying?
Now, that is why forward 3s are risky, but a backhand! Get out of here, Superman! Super who?
370 damage for a meter back 3. Insane. Into setup, into trait, and the laser. Dash punch is not going to work here. And Darkseid is going to come off better in that trade again.
Doesn't get the little bit of extra time for the minion to stay, unfortunately. You know, he would have liked to have just that little bit of extra time. Oh, they're down 2 and yeah, not afraid.
Okay, that's 3 freeze. First life bar gone. This is a great situation for Tweedy, because we understand that Superman does have that dirty corner damage and amazing pressure, but the raw 4-2 is going to open him up, and Nyx has no choice but to clash. If he didn't clash there, that was going to hurt.
Now, you kind of look at the bar situation, right? It's going to be 1 bar from Tweedy and nothing from Nyx. Nyx, if you're Darkseid, you need that meter because the stomp is going to be the main source of damage that you obtain. Also, zoning him out, using bar, if he inevitably gets one of those boom tubes, if he decides to go for it, he needs to get the damage payout. And, you know, at the end of the day, resources, sometimes meter is more important than the health bar, especially when you got full of it. Oh, wow.
Okay, this wake up gets baited, but it is plus. Not much you can do. There's the down 2, the anti-cross up. I love the way Tweedy's doing that. He's making sure that he's not pressing a button until he sees Nyx whiff the jump heavy, because it really puts Darkseid at a dodgy angle, so he tends to get hit for free, and that's going to be another hit. No, he drops the combo. That could be a huge mistake.
Nyx could definitely punish him for this. The interactable, so much damage. Goes for the wake up. Superman's wake up is not what it used to be. That's going to get crushed 100%.
Tweedy this game should already be over. It should be 1-1 right now. There's the dive, and the minion for a second game back-to-back is going to take it.
Oh my god, that was insanity, Mustard.
That is not what Tweedy needed to happen there. That is not what he needed. That was his game to win. He just had to finish the combo, but he dropped. He gave Nyx a chance, and the minion just sprouted from the earth and was like, wait,
this is my moment!
And it was his second moment. That means he's going to either get a raise, or at the very least, maybe he doesn't die like 100 times a match. That would be a good start.
Oh my word, that was ridiculous. But Nyx taking full advantage. That wasn't a scramble at the end, that was well-calculated decision making. And there's the forward two into background bounce. Funny enough, actually, we've been staying on Gorilla City this whole time. I think Nyx, or Tweedy, sorry, I guess, really wants to keep this stage.
I mean, Superman gets a ton of damage extension as well if he can get the right, back two opener. But there's the air tech coming out. Oh, the whiff.
Oh
Okay,
my word.
instant stomp. Yep, Nyx is starting to mix it up now. Where he wants to keep Tweedy on his toes.
I want to say there's some uncharacteristic drops coming from Tweedy so far. Like, he's dropping some BMBs. The interruption, down one background bounce. He's not afraid.
Now, that was a guaranteed trip guard from Tweedy. He didn't go for it. And there's the patience. I think Tweedy is just waiting for Nyx to give his turn away, and then he's taking it for free. Because he just waited for that stomp. He knew there was no way that Nyx was going to go for the overhead in that situation.
Mia Ben roll, but that's going to get punished, and the conversion from Nyx, who finds himself on match point against Noble Tweedy.
Okay, but Tweedy was still winning this at the start. There it is. Waits for the stomp again. I think Tweedy might have found something that works here. I think he realizes that Nyx, he's going to want to finish this one off. Nyx doesn't want to drag this out any longer than he has to, and the stomp is a good way of doing that. But Tweedy's patience is showing through now.
Yeah, if he wants to finish things, he wants to end it here and now. Doesn't want to give Tweedy any more room to breathe. These Omega beams, to be honest, not much meter from Tweedy. This trade will be in his favor. But
there it is.
Roll.
Huge meter bird roll. Going to go clean under the laser beam. Oh, there it is. There's the trait activation for the disrespect on the down one.
The overhead
gets
connects.
the overhead.
I mean, you rarely see that overhead come out in high level, but when it does, you're never ready for it. Here comes the clash.
Okay, this is Tweedy's lifeline has now disappeared. Is he going to spend the bar? He will. And Nyx opted not to. I think Nyx just knows he needs bar. Darkseid without meter is not going to take all that life away from Superman, but Darkseid with trait, with one bar, maybe.
There's the minion. Is he going to boom tube? Oh, the conversion. Ready. And now he's going to teleport to get out of dodge. Goes for another boom tube into meter burn, just in case he tries to punish. Oh, the whiff.
Oh, there is the down one.
So confident, so confident.
But Tweedy had so much bar as well, there was no way he wasn't going to meter burn that eye laser. And Nyx got that down one in between.
The patience! I don't think that's death, but it's close. Oh my word! The dash punch is going to have the last laugh in that game number 3.
That was a hard read from Nyx there. To read that Tweedy was going to go for like an instant jump in, maybe a jump in punch in anticipation of Nyx jumping. Perhaps he was going for a dive bomb, but the last thing that Nyx expected was Tweedy to go for the diving punch. It is what won the game. And there is Scout out. Doesn't have the bar to make that safe, so that's going to be a punish.
Nyx has had issues in the past where he's unable to quite like edge out the set, be it an exhibition online or a long series or a tournament set. He'll have a really good start, and then as time progresses, he does almost seem to like run out of steam, as it were. Hopefully that doesn't happen today.
Well, he only has a few more games to do. He literally only has one more game to win, and he's going to be winning the set. But Tweedy, he's now got that momentum back, taking that game on the board. When I mean, to be honest, Nyx was match point there.
I wonder if that was an instant jump attempt that just didn't come out in time. Tweedy now, he's going to get the reset. Oh my god. That just was... something about that just seemed really risky. Nice grab. One of the first times we've seen a grab from Nyx.
I like how Nyx is going for the grab. Now he's seen that Tweedy has been sitting there waiting for the stomp so many times. Because if someone is just going to sit there and block the whole time, then they are going to get thrown. Oh, that jump back. Big read from Tweedy. And now it is match point again for Nyx, but Tweedy, one round away from tying things up.
And he's got 2 bars, which means that if he clashes at the very beginning, he can undo some of that work, or he can meter burn Frost Breath for the big damage. And now he's traded too. Gets a knockdown. What's the setup? Yeah, patience. Just in case he wakes up. Clean jump in.
Yeah, huge jump in. It's not every day you get to just cleanly jump in like that on the Darkseid, but we're going to see it now. Good read from Tweedy. Nyx is going to be back to the wall now. A little bit of health coming back, but not enough to give him the life lead.
He's got his trait. Oh, going for some bad Omega beams with the combo drop. He's been given another lifeline, but unfortunately opened up again, and oh my days. Is that death? Is that death? I think it is. I think that's death! Oh!
Now, you said before that you noticed that after being two games down, and despite Nyx using the background bounce a lot, you're like, Tweedy hasn't changed the stage yet. I wonder why that is, because clearly Superman gets a huge help in this matchup. Just getting that big old damage extension from that bounce in situations like that, right? Exactly that, because it gives you a lot more damage, especially against someone like Darkseid.
I'm very surprised to see that Nyx is actually staying on this stage. I really feel like you should take the background bounce away from Superman.
But at the same time, we did.
Oh,
I was about to say, Nyx has been using this a few times himself. He dropped the combo, and still look at the amount of health that Tweedy's lost. The background bounce is definitely helping them both.
The thing is, the stomp adds so much. It's unfortunate. Oh my god.
Very surprised that he still did the wake-up attack, considering Tweedy charged that before he even had the chance to do the input. Maybe it was just a big read. He thought Tweedy was going to cancel it, perhaps?
Could have been a sign of nerves, in my opinion. But just like that, he's back in the action. Oh my word. Oh, tries to do a teleport wake up. I think there's signs of nerves here from Nyx. He's doing stuff that he doesn't normally do.
Yeah, Nyx is definitely starting to somewhat crumble under the pressure here. And Tweedy, he smells blood, he's going in for it. Oh, down one, but the knee doesn't connect.
Oh, two of those down ones should have been the end of the round. The interactable, no, it's B for the jump one. This might spell disaster for Nyx.
Oh, there it is, the dive bomb. Oh, but he misses the combo too. Tweedy gave Nyx a lifeline, and he took it with a flying knee to the face right off the ground. This is match point for both players now. Oh, but the back three, haven't seen one of those in a while. That's going to be a no hesitation clash coming up from Tweedy straight
Let's just
away.
undo the damage. Let's go back to neutral. He's going to happily take the 15% because now he can use his own meter to convert into Frost Breath, which he now has the chance to, and that is why Nyx has clashed for his own time.
Okay, he's going to have to watch out for these Mega Beams because he's getting jumped in on. We're seeing Tweedy just duck underneath him at ranges that forward to a punish. Yes, be careful. There's a down two, clean, and he has the background bounce again. Big damage coming through now for this airware.
Just takes the knockdown on the slash. Oh my god, trips him up.
Oh, the
No,
Buffalo!
my word, that looks like it's going to be game over. He can't air escape, and Tweedy is going to get the top 8 winner's side, and there's the pop-off.
And understandable, Tweedy, he wants this so bad. Tweedy's been looking for this top 8 for so long. He had a lackluster performance at Combat Breaker last year, took War of the Gods online after a lot of grinding, and here he is now, a year later, and he has winner's side top 8 after an incredible 3-game comeback versus Nyx. Incredible stuff from Tweedy, incredible.
Nyx looking pretty defeated, and I think it's no question as to why.
Understandable, man. You know, he's a young competitor, is Nyx. He's, you know, he has a lot of good achievements under his belt already in Injustice 2, but you know he wanted that winner's side top 8. He still has a chance to make top 8. It's going to be difficult for him, though. We've already seen how much of a shark tank that is with the amount of people that are waiting down there. But Tweedy can rest easy for a few hours before we get top 8 underway, knowing that he has earned his place, winner's side, and a nice chunk of IPS points.
Huge congratulations to Tweedy indeed. And I think, you know, the fact that he had that reverse 3-0.
The grind pays off.
It does. The grind pays off. And it kind of seemed very much like Nyx was kind of running out of steam by the end of that set. Sometimes I feel like maybe he can get into his own head. But that said, he's still in losers, so it's not going to be over. But we have our final winner's side qualification match. It's going to be a Vianality runback, Biohazard, Beast Coast Biohazard, against Vianality Happy Pal.
Okay, so what do we expect to happen here? Because
I think
if there's anyone in this tournament, I asked you a question, then cut you off. It was more of a rhetorical thing.
Continue.
So if there's anyone in this tournament that is going to be as ready as it gets for Flash, it's probably going to be Biohazard.
Yeah.
But Happy Pal has such a distinct, unique style of Flash. Do you think almost when you play against one person's character for so long, then you fight someone else that plays that character so differently to others, do you think that has the chance to almost throw you off?
Sometimes when you play a character so many times with one player, the smallest difference when someone else uses it really does sort of mess with your game. I'm wondering if that's going to be the case here. Happy Pal and Honeybee, they have very different styles. The one thing is, Honeybee's Flash has more tournament experience, and Biohazard has more tournament experience. Happy Pal, he grinds the game just like everyone else, and he's had a hell of a path. He sent Scar to losers. He sent Samij to losers. If he can conquer Biohazard, this is going to be a damn good tournament for him.
But you know that, I mean, subconsciously, Biohazard's going to want the win just straight up because he's a competitive player, right? But you know there's no way they're going to want him to lose to any Flash that is not Honeybee. But that being said, Honeybee does tend to get the best of Biohazard when they play Flash versus Bane. So provided Happy Pal has been watching and he understands what's going on, then perhaps we can see this happen. This will be the tournament of his life if Happy Pal can make this happen.
Instant wake-up challenge. So that's going to be immediate knowledge given to Biohazard. Oh! The neutral jump. And that was like very sort of stage-specific combos right there. Now, yeah, Happy Pal has to watch out. If there's gaps in the offense, one character that's going to deal with it is going to be Bane. Obviously, in new fashion, actually, normally when a European travels to an event, they're completely by themselves. So when there's a rowdy American crowd, it's very against the European player. Happy Pal has a lot of the Vianality boys. There's a lot of the French players. There's a bunch of UK players. He has the backing of a lot of these guys.
He has the support of his friends, man. He has the moral support in the crowd waiting for him. But, you know, just as I'm sure, you know, Bane is a crowd pleaser. Biohazard has historically been. Oh, no, he misses the hit.
I respect it.
Well, that was a big whiff.
He's so worried. He's really worried about it. And there's the push block. One bar well spent. And there is the environment interaction.
I love the patience from Biohazard there. He was not interested whatsoever in overextending. He did a grab, see nothing happen, and that was it.
That one whiffed running man stance is unfortunate. And there's the tick grab. Biohazard, just the momentum never ends with this guy.
Okay, big neutral jump. That's probably going to be the life bar. Oh no! He kept the meter.
Don't know why he didn't
He
meter
is
burn
going to regret that, I promise you.
Yep. He sure is.
Oh, okay. He manages to get the health bar, but lost quite a lot in the process. But again, this is the Flash. We cannot count him out for damage. Then again, he is against the Bane.
The thing is,
I'm assuming that works both
you'd
ways.
look at his clash, but because he's playing as, you know, playing against Bane, if there's one person that can actually deal with the clash, oh my god, there's one person that can make things unclashable, it's actually going to be Bane.
Okay, speaking of clash, that's going to be Bio using his nice and early. It is going to reset that cooldown on that trait for the Flash. Okay, there's the elbow drop. Comes through big. Oh, the roll back through the hard read on that command grab, but he drops the combo. Happy Pal, you can't be dropping those down, my friend.
Oh my word, meter burn, and he's dead! That is why you finish your combos, ladies and gentlemen, that happens.
Happy Pal straight up kind of 100% not afford to drop his combos at this stage of the tournament. You know, you get those openings against someone like Bane, you hit him on debuff, he's taking more damage. You hit him when he's venomed up, he's going to take less. You need to be able to balance that through.
Now, we'll see what happens here. Taking some time to think about it.
It'll be definitely worth taking his time. You know, I mean, it's not a matchup he's going to have infinite access to, right? There aren't that many European Bane players, especially no one on the level of Biohazard. This is the best Bane player on the planet right here, and he trains with, you know, what a lot of people consider to be the #1 Flash. So this is a matchup he is 100% going to be ready for. Happy Pal needs to adapt on the fly, and more importantly, just tighten up his execution. Happy Pal plays from the gut. He plays on wacky setups, and what's the use of a setup if you don't have the execution follow through on it? You know, he needs to really believe in his own execution and pull it through.
And as the set progresses, he's made some immaculate reverse 3-0 comebacks today against some stiff competition.
It's almost like he
Scar, for
plays
example.
better when he's 2 games down.
Yeah, I said to him earlier, I said, make sure that whenever you're 2 games down and you play like that from the start. And he goes, I'm trying, it's easier said than done.
I mean, it is. He is right.
He is right. I'm not going to doubt his
there's
knowledge.
the neutral. I need the push block. Not wasting any time. The down 1. Okay, good opportunity for Biohazard here. 1 level of Venom up.
Oh, the chasing down the backdash. All right,
Big
now.
punish coming in.
All right, there's the down 2. We're going to see what the setup's going to be. Oh, disrespect. Instant armor. That is the Bane special.
They wake up again. No one's going to get too damaged here. There's a debuff. Okay, he has a push block though. Oh, the down 1 connects.
He just ate it. Getting tagged by the down 1. That's going to make it vanish. Oh, my word. Biohazard. I just think he's just been in full control. He knows this matchup inside and out.
But that is such a classic Biohazard thing to do with Bane though. That buffered down 1, exactly there. Buffered down 1 into uppercut. Doing it at a range that the down 1's only going to connect if it hits. So the uppercut is going to be guaranteed damage. Wonderful whiff punish into an immediate clash from Happy Pal.
It's actually a really good thing that he clashed that, because no doubt I think we're probably going to see a meter burn 4-3 or something very similar. Making the hard reads. Not punished, obviously.
I have to be really careful whiffing those buttons, because you know Biohazard is looking for something. Attempts it there, a little bit too out range. Let's look for the push block. Oh, what was that? I mean, Happy Pal cannot be letting that happen. If you go for the speed force of the neutral, the last thing we're hit by is a slow-mo raging charge.
Absolutely. Oh, and that punish on the wake up. This is not his game. Happy Pal, he's definitely in a bad situation here. The overhead's going to come through. With punish, the wake up, Biohazard just knows exactly what Happy Pal's going to go for.
Yeah, no extension on the meteor burn on the kick either. There's a big whiff punish. Okay, that's been a life bar. Okay, it's gone. Oh, Happy Pal will make the comeback happen. He has the resources.
No hit that Happy Pal takes is going to be clashable. Like, if he gets hit, he's dead. Oh, he has to watch out. He's got to be so careful here.
He's
One
waiting
hit
for the
away
trade,
from certain death.
Oh my god!
Oh, what?
Wow.
I can't believe that happened.
That was so unfortunate. He whiffed the elbow drop. Happy Pal tried to do a full strength whiff punish, but he was just chilling. He was just laying on the floor. He was like, hands to his side. How's it going, mate? Wake up, super. And that was enough. Incredible finish from Biohazard.
Well, well, well. We're gonna. To be honest with you, I love Happy Pal, right? He's one of the boys. He's one of the EU crew. But I do think that I don't see him winning this. I just think Biohazard is too prepared for this matchup.
I think he just has to change his approach, because what he's doing, like what he's trying to do is, you know, style of a lot of speed force in the neutral, a lot of you know, wacky setups and stuff like that. Could still work here, but the thing is, he's going for trait in the neutral speed force, and Biohazard is doing things on the fly to answer to it, but Happy Power is not playing around those answers. And he needs to. If he's going to stick to that game plan, he has to be able to shut down those options. And he's just not managing to do so far. He has got his favorite shader, though, so maybe that will help him out.
Okay, first hit. Oh, very important. And because it goes to Bane, I mean, the second he's got that one bar, you just have to cry. Oh, nice down one.
Bear trap. Bane laughs at your attempts of defense. Oh, no, he misses the combo again. Happy Pow. That was a full combo waiting and a whiff punish. Biohazard is just playing so much cleaner right now.
Expecting just absolute patience from Biohazard. Being a hyper-aggressive player and being covered in armor, the benefit of that is you get so experienced being an aggressor, you get really familiar with how people are going to defend and how they're going to whiff buttons.
And that's it. Biohazard is now on match point, looking to breeze his way to win a side top 8, and Happy Pow can make something work right now. But slowly but surely, with each power bomb, his chances of making this comeback diminishes piece by piece.
Whiffs the forward 3, tries to punish, but just out of range. Oh, there is definitely some execution that Happy Pow is not used to doing right here.
Oh, big down 2.
I really feel like the stress of this situation is affecting him majorly, but it's not affecting Biohazard because he's got experience for days.
But there's the good bait on the uppercut. Happy Pow getting full combo, and again, the neutral jump. This could be his chance back in. He gets the combo. That's going to be Happy Pow's chance to get back into the set. Now, just like that, he has evened things out. The European boys are losing their collective minds. And they really want Happy Pow to make this comeback.
Oh, but no! I wonder if he let it rip, that would have gone through the grab. Oh, he's going to convert because he was high up in the air.
He is on debuff though, so the damage is, well, not meager. Akisu did quite a lot. He combos, no, he drops it again!
He's just going to sit there and, use the trait to build bar, I think, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough. Uh-oh, here comes Venom. 1 or 2 more touches, and this is game over! There we go, Biohazard is going to move into the top 8. And Happy Pow, he's not going to be happy with that result, but I mean, if there was one person who's going to be prepared for that matchup, it's going to be Biohazard.
Yeah, 100%. Happy Pow obviously playing really well today generally, but he just came up against the anti-flash brick wall. You know, Biohazard being so ready for that matchup from start to finish. Happy Pow now